how well it works, but that's what it does.
Hot mic, by the way. Should be able to hear some activity or something here. Can you hear audio? Okay, good deal. All right. You're hearing audio. You got it. So I'm going to pop this down and hang up, and I will play commercial for Fairfield Memorial, and right after that, we'll put the intro. Okay? All right. Okay.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Rocky Hole, D. Wiley, and
Sports fans, it's time for Fairfield Mules basketball. Fairfield Mules basketball on 90.9 The Vine and on AreaSports.net is underwritten by Classic Pizza and Pasta, Le Mans Chevrolet, People's National Bank, Hayes Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Carnaby Square, Le Mans Yamaha Honda, Kent Reeves CPA, Crossroads Realty, Wayne County Abstract, Doug Aman State Farm, Frontier Community College, Carter Trucking, Essman Pest Control, Morton Buildings, Rug Beaters, Ryan Rice Attorney at Law, FNB Fairfield National Bank, Rush Appliance and Furniture, Fairfield Memorial Hospital, Vaughn Diesel Repair, and Fairfield Produce. And now let's take you live to the gym with Bruce Dickey and Marty David and all the exciting play-by-play coverage of Fairfield Mules basketball.
good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 53rd Annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson, and we're going to bring you this morning's consolation side matchup between the Fairfield Mules and the Herrin Tigers. The Mules in with a record of 7-5 on the season. Herrin in with a record of 2-8. Fairfield got here by falling yesterday afternoon to the West Frankfort Redbirds by a final of 60-49. And Herrin got here on a last-second three-point jump shot from Bryce Northcutt of Carmi to propel the Bulldogs into the championship side. The winner of this game will play the winner of the NCOE Vienna game tonight at 10 p.m. So it's a 10-10. I tell you what, Randy, this hopefully these teams got a little bit of sleep last night because one of them's going to have a long day.
That's right. It's going to be a long day. And if you win this game at 10 o'clock, the question is, do you go home for a while and try to rest and unwind, or do you just find things to do around Eldorado and rest and unwind? That's a question that both coaches will have. Fairfield a little bit farther drive maybe than what Herrin is.
Well, Fairfield's got, let's see, you could go to Eldorado and go to a restaurant or something. You go to Harrisburg, they've got movies.
Right.
And they got the little ice skating rink also in Harrisburg. That'd be a pretty good time. Should be a good matchup. Randy and I will talk a lot more about it when we return to WVYN 90.9 The Vine in 2 minutes.
Hello, Fox fans. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Alan Tiffer-Tiller. I am the owner of Tiffer-Tiller Motors. We are a full-line Chevrolet Buick franchise dealer in McLeansboro. We stock a large inventory of new Chevrolet and Buick cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs, as well as a large variety of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We have an excellent service and parts department that can handle any service problem. We are committed to your satisfaction. We service all brands of vehicles and have weekly specials. If you live within the city limits, we offer pickup and delivery for your convenience. Come see us for any automotive concern or routine maintenance and ask for Ron Berkner, our service manager. We thank you, our customers, for your support, your patronage, and for allowing us to service you for 43 years. Go Foxes!
The old saying goes, nothing beats free. People's National Bank agrees. Free checking is just that, free. You get free paper statements. Your first box of checks are free. Unlimited check writing plus free access to over 25,000 ATMs nationwide with the Money Pass network. If you like free, and we think you do, stop by People's National Bank today and open your free checking with only $100. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Welcome back to the EHT. Intriguing matchup this morning, Randy, as Herrin made the tournament championship game last year, and they've got a all-tournament performer coming back from that team in Bronson Nestler, and he has shown that he can bang the long shots. The Mules will have their hands full defending him.
Yeah, they will, and his size is also interesting because he's 6'2", and so if he's out on the perimeter, you've got to have somebody that can contain him on the perimeter with his size, but he can also take you off dribble and take you to the rack as well.
Drew Ringel gave the Carmi Bulldogs everything they were wanting yesterday, number 23 for Herrin, and he's a rangy kid at 6'1" as well.
Yeah, and just like the West Frankfort Redbirds, which Fairfield faced yesterday afternoon, this Herrin Tigers ball club is another team from the River River Conference, so they play some good competition. And even though they come in today with a record of 2-8, just like West Frankfort came in yesterday at 0-7, don't be misled by that because this Herrin ball club is pretty good. And like you said, they gave Carmi everything they wanted yesterday and came within an eyelash of winning. But they have quality wins this year against Carterville, who they beat by 13 points. They beat Meridian by 4 points. They started the season in that Pyramid Plus tournament down at Marion, where they played teams like Mount Vernon, Collinsville, and Marion, which are 3A schools, and so they lost to them. But, again, they've got a couple of quality wins. They lost in overtime to a very good Cairo team. So we know that Herrin can play, and the Mules will have their hands full this morning.
We'll be back talking a little bit more about this morning's ball game when we return in 2 minutes.
Wibbles Repair, LLC is an authorized steel dealer. Whether you need a chainsaw, weed trimmer, or parts and service, your one-stop destination for all things steel is Wibbles Repair, LLC. You can call us at 618-648-2227 or check us out on the web at wibblesrepair.com. Wibbles Repair, LLC is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and Northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Today's broadcast is made possible through the generosity of the Man Cave in downtown Fairfield. Have you been to the Man Cave with Gene Kolak? Lots of stuff for men, including knives, guns, photographs, coins, lots of collectibles, oddities, and conversation pieces. You can spend hours in the Man Cave, downtown Fairfield. Gene Kolak invites you to visit the Man Cave, a unique store with so much more. We appreciate his support.
Welcome back to the EHT, folks. And don't forget, not only are we on WVYN, Blueford, Mount Vernon, Wayne City, and Fairfield, you can also find us today on AreaSports.net, as we'll have, you can watch the videos there and crystal clear. I'll tell you what, Randy, Danny Anselman and Cody Smith do a great job, don't they?
Yeah, they do. We appreciate the hard work that they've put in here, because they were here late night last night. They were here for that 10 o'clock special that Hamilton County played, and so didn't get a whole lot of sleep, and here they are answering the bell again this morning, so we appreciate that.
Hamilton County beat Hardin County last night 50-33 to advance on the consolation side. Just moments ago, it was Edwards County defeating Carrier Mills 54-29. Herrin and Fairfield are the other side on the other side of the consolation bracket playing now, and the game after this will feature NCOE versus Vienna. We'll have that one as well on AreaSports.net. Last night, in case you missed it, the finals, Eldorado beat NCOE 69-39, and then Gallatin County squeaked by Vienna 39-38 as the the Eldorado Holiday Tournament, I guess you got to call it full swing. It's really going.
Yes, it is.
Game 10. Let's see. This is game 12 now of the tournament. Or game 11, pardon me. Herrin versus Fairfield coming up. You know, we were talking earlier about matchups. The fun one, I think, is going to be Brandon Atterbury versus Wyatt Gilbert.
Oh, you know it will be. Yeah, definitely will be.
Herrin will present not a whole lot of size issues to the Mules. Mules ought to be bigger than Herrin, you would think, with Kobe Dagg, Lewis, and Brian Estes.
The Mules will be larger in this game, and hopefully the Mules will use that to their advantage.
Should be a dandy one. We'll have the starting lineups for you as well as the opening tip here in just a few moments. I'm looking down there for the national anthem.
I think
person.
They might have already done it in that first game. For the
they did,
session.
didn't they?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We'll be back with the starting lineups in 2 minutes.
Considering a visit to a chiropractor? Wait no longer. Come to Watkins Family Chiropractic next to the post office in McLeansboro, or call for an appointment at 643-3833. For the past 12 years, Dr. Brett Watkins has been serving the community. He offers acupuncture and chiropractic adjustments for sciatic nerve pain, headache, muscle ache, and overall general health. In addition, Dr. Watkins carries a full range of vitamins. Most insurance cards are accepted. Watkins Family Chiropractic is a proud supporter of the High School Sports Videocast Network. Considering a visit to a
Compassion
chiropractor?
International
Wait
presents
no longer.
Casting
Come to
Crowns,
Watkins
the
Family
very next
Chiropractic
thing
next to
tour.
the post office in McLeansboro, or call for an appointment.
With very special guests, I Am They.
From the day you saved my soul.
Casting Crowns.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center.
Join Casting Crowns for the Very Next Thing tour, performing songs from their latest album, The Very Next Thing, as well as all your favorite Casting Crowns hits. Casting Crowns, The Very Next Thing tour with I Am They. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center. Reserve seat tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com/EBC 800-745-3000 or the box office. Sponsored by Balda Dental.
Wibbles Repair LLC is an authorized steel dealer. Whether you need a chainsaw, weed trimmer, or parts and service, your one-stop destination for all things steel is Wibbles Repair LLC. You can call us at 618-648-2227 or check us out on the web at wibblesrepair.com. Wibbles Repair LLC is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Welcome back. The Mules in their road blacks today will send out their regular starters, Wyatt Gilbert, along with Jamin Vaughn, Brian Estes, Jaden Lewis, and Kobe Dagg. For the Herrin Tigers, he'll send out Brandon Anthony, Bronson Nestler, Luke Laquat, Drew Ringel, and Cameron Vaughn. D. Wiley and Rocky Hull, the officials, along with one other gentleman that I've seen before, but I don't know his name. D. Wiley will toss it up in the center circle, and the tip is won by the Fairfield Mules. Again, the Mules in the black uniforms today, and they will begin with the basketball. Herrin comes out in a man-to-man with it out on top is Wyatt Gilbert for Fairfield. Gets it across to Jamin Vaughn. The lob down low to Brian Estes is off his hands and out of bounds.
Herrin starts off in a zone. We'll see how the Mules work it against that zone.
Brandon Anthony to toss in front of the Herrin cheerleaders. A lot of things on a second morning of a tournament. You just wonder which team has gotten enough sleep and is really fired up to be here.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Herrin brings it across. That is Brandon Anthony. He got a little foul trouble yesterday. He gets by Wyatt Gilbert and takes the baseline directly to the hoop and lays it in. Herrin with an early lead. Herrin played this press all day long against Carmi. It was effective late, and they draw a turnover from the Fairfield Mules right there, a traveling violation against Jamin Vaughn.
Mules had a lot of turnovers in the game yesterday against West Frankfort, too. They've got to cut that down this morning.
Exactly right. Atterbury has it again. Anthony, drives against Gilbert, gets it back out to Ringel, who heads to the hoop, down the lane, and he puts it up and in. Oh. So 4-0 start for Herrin. Nice start for the Tigers. Long pass up court from Gilbert to Estes, and he lays it in. That's the way you beat the press, Randy.
Absolutely. That's a good way to do it.
4-2 in favor of Herrin. They have the basketball. Gilbert on Brandon Anthony out on top. Mules in the man-to-man. Anthony gets a screen from Laquat, drops it down to him on the pick and roll, and the shot won't fall for Laquat. Laquatte.
Yeah, that's not a name you see very often, is it?
Not typical. Brian Estes will drive the left baseline. His shot won't fall. Rebound gathered by Herrin. Quick pass up ahead. Brandon Anthony up ahead to Luke Laquat, and he lays it in. 6-2 in favor of Herrin.
And you notice that the Tigers are really attacking the basket.
They've got kind of an aggressive step so far. Vaughn with it, back outside to Gilbert to Estes. They haven't gotten the ball no touch for Kobe Dagg yet. A minute and a half into the game, and then near steal. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Nestler.
You figure the Tigers come in this morning with a little chip on their shoulder after that tough, heartbreaking loss yesterday to Carmi.
They had a lead with 2.8 seconds to go, and a man on the free throw line and missed a free throw. Great pass, and a turnaround 40-foot jumper propelled Carmi into the quarterfinals and sent Herrin into this ball game. The Mules actually played pretty tight with West Frankfort yesterday. West Frankfort closed out the game just about as perfectly as you'd want to close it out. Mm-hmm. Hit their free throws and did everything right.
That's right.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Fairfield basketball. Wyatt Gilbert to throw in. First sub in for the Mules is Kane Hicksonbaugh. He'll replace Brian Estes. 6:05 to go in this first quarter of play. 6-2 Herrin. Into the corner, Vaughn for three. It won't fall. Rebound comes out to Jaden Lewis. Good offensive rebound. He spins, puts up the 8-foot jumper, and hits. 6-4 now. Herrin with the lead. Anthony brings it across. Tosses it to Ringel. Ringel works against Gilbert on the switch. Now over to Anthony. He's defended by Vaughn. They switch again as Anthony drives toward the hoop. Drops it for Vaughn. Now back outside to Ringel. Cameron Vaughn with an outstanding game against Carmi yesterday in the loss. Three-pointer put up won't fall for Laquat. Long pass up ahead, stolen by Nestler. He gets it to Vaughn. His shot blocked by Dagg and out of bounds. Last touch by the Mules. It will remain Tiger basketball.
Yeah, you got a Vaughn on each team here to start the game. Cameron Vaughn for Herrin and Jamin Vaughn for the Mules.
And they both have the extraneous. Well, no, Cameron does not have the extraneous A. There's a steal by Kane Hicksonbaugh. Here come the Mules. Up to Gilbert, quickly to the hoop, drops it to Lewis. He lays it in, and he's fouled, and the Mules have a chance to take the lead from the line.
Nice pass to Lewis. He had himself well positioned on the baseline. They found him with the bounce pass, and he knew what to do with it.
Jaden Lewis had a big game yesterday too, Randy.
Especially in the third quarter.
Yeah, he was beginning to crawl out of his shell.
Mm-hmm.
Free throw is good for the big man for the Mules.
Yeah, Lewis had a good third quarter. Dag had a good fourth quarter yesterday. They just didn't put together 4 good quarters.
That's correct. 7-6 in favor of the Mules following that free throw. 5:15 to go in the first. Anthony drives toward the hoop. Shot won't fall. A little bit wild when they're the shot selection for Herrin. Mules quickly the other way. Beautiful pass from Lewis to Hicksonball, and he lays it in. Timeout on the court taken by Herrin. We'll take one as well back in 30 seconds.
There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Welcome back to Duff Kingston. Nice run by the Mules. They've scored 7 in a row after trailing 6-2 and have taken a 3-point lead, 9-6 now with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Winner plays tonight at 10 p.m. Loser's done. Brandon Anthony walks it across. Met at the volleyball line by Wyatt Gilbert. Mules in the man-to-man. Off to the right side, it goes to Hayden Holloway. He started yesterday, not today. Ringel will put up a jumper that won't go. Lewis comes down with it for the Mules. Up ahead to Gilbert, sprints to the hoop, tosses it outside to Lewis. Lewis gets trapped, he's in trouble, and has it stolen away. Anthony, but right to Vaughn, who lobs it down to Gilbert. He puts it up, and it's blocked out of there by Holloway, but right to Kobe Dag, who lays it up and in. The Mules go up 5, 11-6.
Some good aggressiveness shown there on the glass.
Sure was. Outside, Holloway drives around. Kobe Dag gets to the hoop and lays it up and in. 11-8 now in favor of the Mules. Kane Hicksonball tries to get it up to Gilbert. The ball knocked almost out of bounds. Saved back in to the Mules. Dag has it, heads to the hoop. Puts up a shot that won't fall, and I believe the foul is before the shot. He was fouled coming across. I want to say, I guess it was Anthony.
Yeah, that's the first one on Anthony, and that's a third team foul on Herrin Tigers.
Mule ball underneath. Quick pass into Dag. He can't put it in, but Lewis there to clean it up. 13-8 now, Mules by 5. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Holloway drives left baseline, gets around Dag, shot won't fall, gets his own board, puts it up and in. Sailor Shirt's probably saying, how come I didn't have a Holloway in there to start the game? He's got the last couple of buckets.
Yeah, that's right.
13-10 in favor of the Mules. Hicksonball with it for Fairfield in the corner. Back out to Vaughn. His pass into Dag is stolen away. They look ahead and going to keep it. Missed dunk and a technical is going to be called against Luke Lacroix. He was fired up. He was hanging on the rim, and he's going to draw the tee.
Yeah, he had the breakaway. He had the dunk. He went up and just kind of lost control of it in midair. And
he also had the teammate who was wide open to throw it to,
right,
Randy.
He did. He did. Yeah, a little bit of showboating here this morning, and it's cost him. Cost him a missed bucket and a technical foul.
So the Mules will shoot free throws and then have the basketball.
Fairfield's got to take advantage of this.
Kane Hicksonball, the sophomore, getting the opportunity to shoot free throws. Probably not a bad choice. The starters yesterday were all struggling from the line.
Yes, they did.
Mules under 50% for the day yesterday, which contributed greatly to falling to West Frankfort. First free throw is good for Kane. Andrew Stewart will check in the ball game for the Mules as Vaughn sits down. Second one for Kane, good as well. 15-10 now, the lead for Fairfield. 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Good high-scoring first quarter. The Mules had 19 in the first half yesterday. Stewart has it on the left wing. The zone trap now for the Herrin Tigers, and a turnover as Wyatt Gilbert travels trying to drop the ball down to Dag.
Third turnover on the Mules here in the first quarter.
No fouls against Fairfield. That's good. 4 against Herrin right now, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Mules by 5, 15-10. Brandon Anthony out with the basketball near the volleyball line. Mules going to 1-3-1 zone down into the corner, and the ball nearly stolen by the Mules. The pass knocked away from Jackson Yates. Yates did not play yesterday. I'm surprised to see him in this early. And it comes to Anthony in the back court for Herrin. 15-10, Mules up. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ringel thought about the three. Holloway thought about the three. Neither of them fire. Neither of them pull the trigger. Holloway will drive left baseline, tosses it outside to Ringel, trying to get the Mules zone, caught flat-footed, can't do it, and a steal by White Gilbert. He heads down court. Kind of dribbles behind his back, and the ball's on the floor, held ball. It'll go back to Herrin in the alternating possession.
Well, it's good to see Wyatt Gilbert being aggressive. He's shown already more aggressiveness today than what we saw yesterday.
Sure is. He's got that steal. I don't think he had a steal yesterday. He just kind of flat-footed, and there's a steal by the Mules as Kobe Dagg tips it away. The ball on the ground, grabbed by Gilbert, and it'll be a held ball as the Tigers were fighting for it. The Mules fighting for it. Mules will get it on the alternating possession. 2.5 to go, first quarter. You're listening on 90.9 The Vine, Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson. Long pass across to Stewart, fakes it into the corner, back outside to Gilbert, around to Lewis. He loves to shoot the three from there. It looks like Jackson Yates got the memo. He was right out him. Stewart loses the basketball, now gets it back up, gets it to Hicksonball. In the corner, he's trapped and he's in trouble. Dribbles away with it, gets it to Stewart, and back around to Gilbert. Gilbert drops it down low to Dagg. His shot blocked from behind, and we talked about it. Brandon Anthony gets in foul trouble, and he just picked up his second.
Yes, and that was a nice pass again to Dagg. And, Lewis was open there for a moment on the short corner, and the defender went out to get Lewis, and that left Dagg open in the seam, and they got it to him, and they fouled him from behind.
15-10, Fairfield ahead by 5, and first free throw no good for the senior from the Mules. Brian Estes back in, Jamin Vaughn back in. Lewis and Gilbert will take a seat in the Mules rotation.
Already we're seeing better ball movement offensively today for Fairfield than what we saw yesterday against West Frankfort.
And against what I think is probably better defense from the Tigers.
I agree. I think Herrin's a better team than West Frankfort.
1 of 2, good for Kobe. Kobe's going to take a seat after hitting that second free throw as Derek Estes checks into the game. It's Estes, Hicksonbaugh, Stewart, and Vaughn. Vaughn on the bottom of that 1-3-1, probably the toughest job in basketball. Long pass outside to Holloway. Holloway gets it into the corner to Towle. That's Colton Towle into the game for Herrin. Outside to Ringel in the corner. 3 on the way for Nessler is good.
Boy, you let him get going, and that could be trouble.
Do not want to let Bronson Nessler, get hot. Hicksonbaugh drops it down to Derek Estes. Tough shot, won't fall. Good board by Brian Estes, and he lays it up and in. He went right over the top. That's good to be tall. Long arms, too. Ringel has it, tosses it back to Holloway. 1.5 to go in the first quarter. Mules 18-13. Into the corner, 3 on the way from Ringel is good. And you said it, you don't want Herrin to get hot from 3.
No.
18-16.
They've got some shooters.
Mules have led by as many as 6, now lead by 2, and a foul out on top again against Herrin. Nessler's going to pick it up.
This game's got a lot more intensity to it than what the Fairfield-West Frankfort game had yesterday.
That's exactly right, Randy.
A lot more intensity.
You couldn't be more right. Fairfield with the ball at leading 18-16. And it comes to Hicksonbaugh. He's got Ringel all over him. Drops it down to Stewart. He'll fire a 3 from the left side. No good. Rebound, Jamin Vaughn. And he'll bring it back out. The Mules will reset. Vaughn into the corner to Brian Estes. Estes through the trap, drops it to his brother, who puts it up, and it won't fall. Tipped again by Brian Estes, and he gets it in. 20-16. 2 tip-ins in a row for Brian. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Out on top with the basketball, Hayden Holloway. Gets a screen, drops it to the corner to Ringel. Ringel's trapped, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Kane Hicksonbaugh. I believe it's the first foul of the game for the Mules.
It is.
They lead by 4, 20-16 with 45 seconds to go in this first quarter. Towle to toss it in, goes back to the safety valve in back court. That'll be Hayden Holloway. Holloway brings it across, met by Estes at the half line. Off to Nessler, across to Ringel. Pass nearly stolen by Vaughn. And a back into Towle. He's fouled by Stewart. Good aggressiveness, though, there, Randy. Stewart thought he had a chance at the bacon and the last piece of chicken there.
Well, you don't mind a foul if it's truly a hustle foul.
Yeah. And he thought he had the opportunity for the steal. 20-16 in favor of the Mules. On the drive, Holloway. He gets his man off of him, puts up the short jumper and hits it. It's 20-18. Well, I tell you what, the Mules have outplayed Herrin a lot this quarter, but coming to the end, it's close. That's what the difference of that three-point shot, Randy.
Yes, they've got a couple of three-pointers in this first quarter for the Tigers.
Jamin Vaughn drops it in the corner to Brian Estes. 8 seconds to go. Outside Derek Estes. 3 on the way from Hickson-Baz off the back iron. Rebound Herrin. 40-foot three-pointer will not fall. So 1 quarter of play in. It's Fairfield 20, Herrin 18. We'll be back to the EHT in 1 minute.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and Northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Herrin Tigers to get the basketball starting this second quarter. Colton Towle in the game along with Hayden Holloway, Drew Ringel, Luke LaQuat, and also Bronson Nestler in the game for Herrin. For the Mules, it's Wyatt Gilbert, Jamin Vaughn, Luca Bordabosana into the game, Kobe Dagg, and Brian Estes. And a foul is going to be called against the Mules, cutting down to the hoop. I believe it's going to go against Bordabosana.
That's his first and third team foul on the Mules.
Pass comes into Ringel. Outside, long three from Nestler's off the front iron. Good rebound by Jamin Vaughn. Here comes Fairfield, leading by 2, 20-18. On the drive, Wyatt Gilbert's shot is blocked partially, but he's fouled, and Wyatt will head to the free throw line. Good. You were talking about it earlier. The Mules need it from Wyatt today, and they're getting better play from Wyatt.
Yeah, it looks like he's put it into hustle gear today, and he's attacking the basket, made a couple of great bounce passes to the big guys underneath. And so, Wyatt's playing much better today than yesterday.
Chance to put his team up by 3 or 4. He makes the first of 2, and he'll have an opportunity to put the Mules up by 4.
Yeah, we mentioned that the Mules need to take advantage of their size here, and they've done that in the first quarter with Brian Estes with 6 points and Jaden Lewis with 7 points.
Second free throw, no good for the sophomore. Rebound comes down to Herrin. Ringel with it outside, draws it around to Holloway to Nestler. 21-18 in favor of the Mules. And you talk about the size, Randy. That might be the source of Herrin's thought. They might be just going for that, emphasizing the three-point shot this half or this game. Outside with it, Colton Towle. Mules in a man-to-man. Towle guarded by Wyatt Gilbert. Frenetic Colton Towle drops it over to Holloway. Holloway picked up by Bosana, now to Ringel. Around to Nestler. Nestler gets a screen. Steps inside the three-point line, misses the 19-footer. Rebound to Wyatt Gilbert. 21-18, Mules by 3. Luca Bordabosana puts up the 8-footer that won't go, and a foul on the rebound will go against Jamin Vaughn.
And that'll be his first personal foul, and that's the 4th team foul on the Mules.
Jamin didn't have very good position there, and he slapped up at the ball. Sometimes you get away with that. Holloway has it for Herrin, guarded by Bordabosana. Drives to the block, gets it back outside to Nestler. Around to Towle, back over to Ringel. Ringel picked up by Vaughn. Off to the left wing it goes to LaQuat, a long way from the hoop. Long three-pointer by Holloway, about a foot short. Rebound tipped out to Bordabosana. He's got one man to beat, now he has help. Draws to the hoop, and he's fouled by Drew Ringel. Drew Ringel thought he was just bodying him up, but it'll be Mule ball underneath.
And that'll be the first foul on Ringo, but that's 7 team fouls on the Tigers.
So free throws now, 1-1 for Fairfield. Bordabosana will head to the free throw line.
Pretty early to be in the bonus with 6:22 to go in the half.
Finally, his parents in Italy get to listen to a ball game at a decent hour.
All right.
That's great.
What is the time difference?
I believe it's 5 p.m. over there. It's 4 or 5,
okay.
yeah. The first free throw for Bordabosana is no good. Rebound by the Tigers. They trail by 3, 21-18. Outside with it, Holloway. Holloway guarded by Bordabosana. They go into the corner. They find Lacroix. Lacroix defended by Kobe Dagg. He's giving him the baseline, doesn't take it. Outside Holloway. Lacroix may not be that comfortable with his left hand. Had Tal cutting down, didn't see him. Now he takes left hand to the baseline, brings it back out. Around to Holloway to Nessler. Nessler fires into the corner to Tal. He catches uncleanly, and a timeout's going to be taken, by Herrin. They did not have anything going there. They're taking a timeout. We will, too. Mules by 3, back in 30 seconds.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson. You're listening on 90.9 The Vine. Bluford.
Yes, the Mules have turned up the defense throttle a little bit more this morning compared to yesterday. That man-to-man defense there frustrated the Tigers, which is why they called that timeout.
Tal will toss it in. They bring in Brandon Anthony with these 2 fouls. They need somebody to run that offense. Anthony, just a sophomore, leaves it over for Tal. Holloway also on the court, Nessler and Lacroix. Holloway steps around Gilbert, gets a clearing, now gets it to Anthony. Anthony left alone for 3, it's good. Got to get a hand in his face.
Yeah, a nice
Randy.
ball fake for him, too. He faked the pass to the left and then squared up and stroked it.
21-21, tie ball game with 5.5 to go in the first half. Jamin Vaughn with it, fires across to Dagg heading down the lane. His shot won't go. Rebound, Colton Tal. Tal wants to run now. He'll slow it down. It's 21-21, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Outside with it, Anthony makes a move on Gilbert. Got himself some space, but no shot. Outside to Nessler. Nessler guarded by Jaden Lewis. It's Lewis, Dagg, Gilbert, Estes, and Vaughn. The starting 5 back in for the Mules. Anthony with it, drops it for Lacroix. 17-footer is good, and Herrin's shooting beginning to improve. 23-21, the lead now for the Herrin Tigers. Out with it is Gilbert. Into the corner it goes to Jamin Vaughn, drops it down for Estes, and a foul will be called on Lacroix. Brian Estes will head to the free throw line for 1-1 with 4.5 to go in this first half.
First foul on Lacroix, 8-team foul. So actually that's his second, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Tigers really filling up the foul column.
You know, Mules shooting much better today, too, Bruce. They were 8 out of 16 for 50% in that first quarter and 4 out of 5 from the charity stripe.
That is much better than yesterday. 23-21, Herrin with the lead. First of the 1-1 is good for the junior, Brian Estes. He'll have another opportunity to tie the ball game. He does not. Rebound to Colton Tal for Herrin. They lead by 1 point, 23-22. Anthony works against Gilbert. Does a little hooting and hollering, shucking and jiving out on top. Gilbert's unfazed. Says, hey, do what you want. I'm watching you. Now Anthony steps inside the three-point line. Works aggressively. That leaves it off for Holloway. Holloway gets a screen. Drops it back for the screener. Jumper put up by Jackson Yates is good.
Boy, he got the shooters rolled, didn't he?
He really did. And puts the Tigers back up by 3, 25-22. A traveling violation against Wyatt Gilbert. Found himself in the middle of a spin there, Randy, and nowhere to pass it.
Yeah, exactly right. That's 4 turnovers on the Mules.
They trail by 3, 25-22. 4 minutes to go here in this first half. Stick around at halftime. We'll have stats for you and all kinds of other things. Recap the tournament thus far. Long three on the way from Holloway is no good. Mules on the rebound. Good work underneath by Jaden Lewis. Leaves it over for Vaughn. Here comes Fairfield. Into the corner, Brian Estes. They cover, he throws it away, stolen by Anthony, intended for Lewis. Anthony to the hoop. He lays it in, and Jamin Vaughn fouled him. And Brandon Anthony getting the best of the matchup today.
You know, Anthony's got a quick first step, and he jumped in the passing lane there in front of Lewis, intercepted it, and took it all the way down to the rack and scored.
Timeout on the court taken by the Mules, trailing by 5, 27-22. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute.
Today's broadcast is made possible through the generosity of the Man Cave in downtown Fairfield. Have you been to the Man Cave with Gene Kolak? Lots of stuff for men, including knives, guns, photographs, coins, lots of collectibles, oddities, and conversation.
The old saying goes, nothing beats free. People's National Bank agrees. Free checking is just that, free. You get free paper statements. Your first box of checks are free. Unlimited check writing plus free access to over 25,000 ATMs nationwide with the Money Pass network. If you like free, and we think you do, stop by People's National Bank today and open your free checking with only $100. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the EHT. Herrin here on a nice run, Randy. It was Mules led 20-16. Now 27-22 Herrin. That's 11-2. And the Mules trying to stem the tide with that timeout. 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in the first half. Next Mules foul will put Herrin into the super bonus.
You know, after that previous timeout, the Tigers came out and they spread the floor a little bit against that man-to-man defense of the Mules, trying to break them down off the dribble and beat them, you know, man-to-man, one-on-one.
Sure. First, the and one, no good for Brandon Anthony. Rebound by Kobe Dagg. Here comes Fairfield, down by 5. Kane Hicksonbaugh in the ball game now for the Mules. Also Andrew Stewart checked back in. Dagg, Lewis, and Vaughn remain in. Stewart loses the handle, and it held ball. It will remain with the Mules. Luca Bordabosana set to check in for Fairfield as Jamin Vaughn will take a seat. And need a player to throw it in. Here goes Luca. 27-22, Mules with the possession. But they trail by 5. Drops it in to Lewis, and through his hands, taken away by Anthony. Lewis didn't look like he was ready for the catch. Anthony's going to head all the way to the block, drops it into the corner to Yates, who travels.
4th turnover on the Tigers.
Don't argue with Rocky Hull, young man. Jackson, don't argue with Rocky Hull. He doesn't like it.
Rocky will ring you up.
Yes, he will. 27-22. Herrin in favor. Fairfield with the basketball. Andrew Stewart has it, drops it outside to Hicksonbaugh. Back to Stewart. He's open for 3, and it's good. 27-25, the Mules' first three-pointer of the day.
Needed that one.
You bet they did. 2:45 to go in the first half. Herrin with the 2-point lead. They run the weave out on top. Ringle's going to drive down the lane. Puts it up. Tipped up by Yates is no good, but he's fouled, and Yates will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, you know, the Tigers have, like I said, have spread the floor a little bit, and they've went to that weave, and they're just trying to beat you off the dribble one-on-one. And boy, if you're playing defense for the Mules, you've just got to move your feet and stay in front of your man and be a good defender, because that's how they're going to try to beat you. They know that they're outsized, so they're going to try to beat the Mules off the dribble.
First of 2 is good for Yates, as he was going up for the rebound and tip in at the same time. I saw one the other night. The kid tipped it in, and they called it a 1-on-1, didn't give him the shot on a tip-in. It was Brian Estes lost a hoop like that. Strange. 28-25 after the second free throw is mixed. Kane Hicksonbaugh has it, throws it away, stolen by Brandon Anthony, and he loses it out of bounds. The Mules passing a little bit lackadaisical right now. They trail by 3, 28-25.
Yeah, Mules with 7 turnovers here in the first half.
Hicksonbaugh to get it into Andrew Stewart as we're here at the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Herrin leads 28-25. 2:15 to go. They look to get it down to Dagg. They can't, as Bordabosana lucky to keep the basketball. Dagg picks it up, heads to the hoop, and he's fouled. And Kobe will head to the free throw line for 2 shots, try to cut the lead to 1.
Nice aggressive move there by Kobe Dagg. He saw an opening along the baseline. He took it strong to the hole and drew the foul.
28-25. Cody Cantrell set to check in after this first free throw. And it is good.
Somebody calling you on your phone there, they're probably telling you about the Wade Davis deal. Wade Davis just signed a big deal with the Colorado Rockies.
Oh, I was hoping it was the Cardinals. Dang it. That was probably right. You're
$52 million deal.
The one who called me would have been talking about that.
Well, somebody sent me a message, too. That's what I figured.
28-27, both free throws good for Kobe. Brandon Anthony with the basketball out on top. He heads to the right side, picked up by Kane Hicksonball. That is a size mismatch, and Kane with the speed probably to be able to keep up with Brandon Anthony. We'll see. Anthony dribbles between his legs, now drops it over to Ringel. To the right side he goes to Yates into the corner. Now back around. Nessler and Yates play catch out to Ringel. He'll head down the lane, and he's been doing that nicely. He lays it up and in. Nice little scoop there for Drew Ringel.
That's 7 points for Ringel.
Cody Cantrell drives, drops it for Dag. He puts it up and in. Mules unstoppable if they'll be able to do that most of the day. They trail now by 1, 30-29. 1:20 to go in the first half. Herrin by 1. Anthony works against Stewart, drops it down to Ringel, who puts it up and in. The help defense came to Anthony, and Ringel was open to the hoop. 32-29 and a double dribble for Andrew Stewart coming across the half line. Dribbled it off his leg and regathered, and he was in the middle of a dribble. You can't do that.
8 turnovers on the Mules.
Just over a minute to go in this first half. Herrin with the ball, leading by 3, 32-29. Stewart works out on top against Anthony. Now Anthony has it back as he plays catch with Ringel. Into the corner, 3 on the way from Yates is good.
Boy, they are.
Pardon me, Bronson Nessler. It's a 1-0, not a 3-0. And that makes it a 6-point game and a near steal. 35-29 in favor of Herrin with 46 seconds to go.
4 3-pointers here in the first half for Herrin, 2 of them by Nessler.
Into the game for the first time for Herrin, it's Jake Baumgart. Are we missing an N there? They called him Baumgarten. We'll just go with that. 35-29 in favor of Herrin. The Mules with the basketball. Need a hoop. Stewart drops it to Dag in the corner. Back outside to Stewart. Cantrell looking for the ball. Does not shoot it when he has it. Long pass from Lewis to Stewart. He's open for 3 again. Oh, this one no good. Rebound comes down to Towel, and I think Sailor Shirts wants to hold on. He wants to go in up 6, 7, 8, or 9. Tosses it out on top to Drew Ringel. It will be held for 1 with 15 seconds to go. Ringel plays catch with Holloway. Mules go back to the 1-3-1. Now trap. Ringel has it. 5 seconds to go. Long way to go. Towel makes a drive, drops it back out, has it stolen away by Hicksonball. Jumper at the buzzer is off the iron. No good. So, after 1 half of play, it's Herrin 35, Fairfield 29. We'll be back with stats and all kinds of stuff in 2 minutes.
Compassion International presents Casting Crowns, the very next thing tour.
You're one step away from surrender, one step away from coming home.
With very special guests, I Am They.
From the day you saved my soul.
Casting Crowns.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center.
Join Casting Crowns for the Very Next Thing tour, performing songs from their latest album, The Very Next Thing, as well as all your favorite Casting Crowns hits.
Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved.
Casting Crowns, The Very Next Thing tour with I Am They. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center. Reserve seat tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com/EPC 800-745-3000 or the box office. Sponsored by Balda Dental.
The old saying goes, nothing beats free. People's National Bank agrees. Free checking is just that, free. You get free paper statements. Your first box of checks are free. Unlimited check writing plus free access to over 25,000 ATMs nationwide with the Money Pass Network. If you like free, and we think you do, stop by People's National Bank today and open your free checking with only $100. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
Wibbles Repair LLC is an authorized steel dealer. Whether you need a chainsaw, weed trimmer, or parts and service, your one-stop destination for all things steel is Wibbles Repair LLC. You can call us at 618-648-2227 or check us out on the web at wibblesrepair.com. Wibbles Repair LLC is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
You got a point. Welcome back to Eldorado, the Eldorado Holiday Tournament 53rd edition. This is the Consolation quarterfinal game between the Herrin Tigers and the Fairfield Mules. Herrin leads Fairfield 35-29. A much improved first half for the Fairfield Mules to yesterday, but Herrin is a tough squad, and they lead now by 6. Depending on the three-point shot. What do you have in the book there, Randy?
Well, the Herrin Tigers really are scorching the nets. They are 15 out of 26 in the first half. They were 8 out of 15 in the first quarter, 7 of 11 in the second quarter for a combined 15 out of 26 from the field.
And some of those were tough shots.
Oh, there were some real tough shots. They also have 4 3-pointers in the game. Leading the way for them, you've got Brandon Anthony with 9 points. Nestler with 6 points. LaQuad has 4 points. Holloway has 6 points. Drew Ringel has 9 points. And Yates off the bench has 3 points. So they're spreading the love around, the Herrin Tigers. They've got several different guys that can score, and they've put many people in the scorebook here in the first half as they lead it here 35-29. On the Fairfield Mules side of things, first quarter went well as far as the shooting. Mules were 8 out of 16 from the field in the first quarter, 4 out of 5 from the line. Cooled down significantly, though, in the second quarter. They were only 2 out of 7 in the second quarter, and that's a key right there, only getting 7 shots in that second quarter. And that's because they had so many turnovers and lost possessions in that second quarter. So they didn't get as many attempts from the field in the second quarter as they did the first quarter. 2 out of 5 from the line. So combined, the Mules were 10 out of 23 from the field in the first half, which isn't, too bad, but again, not getting near as many shots as what Herrin got. And they are a combined 6 out of 10 from the charity stripe here in the first half. A much, much better effort than yesterday, but this Herrin ball club's even a better team than West Frankfort.
We'll talk a little bit more about what's to come today, as well as what has happened so far in the tournament when we return to the EHT in 2 minutes.
Hello, Fox fans. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Alan Tiffer-Tiller. I am the owner of Tiffer-Tiller Motors. We are a full-line Chevrolet Buick franchise dealer in McLeansboro. We stock a large inventory of new Chevrolet and Buick cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs, as well as a large variety of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We have an excellent service and parts department that can handle any service problem. We are committed to your satisfaction. We service all brands of vehicles and have weekly specials. If you live within the city limits, we offer pickup and delivery for your convenience. Come see us for any automotive concern or routine maintenance and ask for Ron Berkner, our service manager. We thank you, our customers, for your support, your patronage, and for allowing us to service you for 43 years. Go Foxes!
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Welcome back to the EHT. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson. Brian Fuller back at the station. at 90.9, keeping us on the air there in Wayne City. As the Mules trail Herrin here 35-29. The winner of this game plays again tonight at 10 p.m. against the winner of NCOE and Vienna. Elsewhere on the Consolation side, Hamilton County will play Edwards County tonight at 4:45. Hamco won last night in the nightcap, and Edwards County won the first game this morning 54-29. On the championship side, I got to tell you, these matchups are very exciting, aren't they, Randy?
They really are. We're going to see some great basketball today here at Eldorado.
Massac County takes on Harrisburg at the lid lifter this afternoon at 1:45. That'll be followed by Anna Jonesboro versus Union County. And Union County, they raised some eyebrows yesterday. They were a good team.
They do. They've got a lot of talent on that ball club. Anna Jonesboro, we really don't know how good they are yet because they played Carrier Mills, which was kind of weak yesterday. But, Anna's got a good record coming in. They won their first 6 or 7 games of the year before they lost. So that'll be a good matchup today in those two.
Carmi versus West Frankfort tonight at 7 o'clock. Carmi beat this Herrin squad. West Frankfort knocked off Fairfield last night. And if you're Carmi, you may have to feel lucky to be there.
That's true because they came within an eyelash of losing that game to the Herrin Tigers.
And then the late one tonight, before the consolation game, at 8:30, Eldorado versus Gallatin County. Eldorado, the 1 seed, and they may just cruise against the Hawks.
Well, they definitely will have the size advantage. It's a rematch of a game last year, which really went down to the wire. But, of course,
it was a semifinal last year, right?
Yes, it was. But Gallatin County, of course, had Seth Ramsey last year, and this year they don't.
So the Herrin Tigers back on the court. The Mules making their way. We'll be back with the second half from the EHT for you in 2 minutes.
My name is Rick Rubenacker with 4R Equipment in McLeansboro, Illinois. 4R Equipment is your local Case IH dealer, and we have been serving the agricultural community of Southern Illinois for the past 25 years. With our modern shop and team of factory-trained technicians, we have everything we need to keep you going longer in the field. Our customized preventive maintenance programs will help you reduce the amount of breakdown time and maximize your uptime in the upcoming season. To learn more, stop by and see us today or find us on the web at 4requip.com.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Welcome back to the EHT. You're listening on 90.9 The Vine, as well as online at WVYN.org, also online at AreaSports.net. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson, Brian Fuller back at the station, Cody Smith on the camera, Danny Anselmet hanging around doing it. We've got a full crew down here.
We do.
We've got a basketball team. I got to tell you, we're all old, and I don't think we'd be able to play there very well, except for maybe Cody. It is 35-29 in favor of Herrin. They will get the basketball to start things off here in the second half. They send out their starting five of Brandon Anthony, Bronson Nestler, Luke LaQuat, who puts it up and off. No good. Also Drew Ringel and Cameron Vaughn on the court for the Tigers. For the Mules with the basketball, first attempt this second half. They have their starting five back in the game. Brian Estes, Wyatt Gilbert, who drives to the hoop and is fouled. Also Jaden Lewis, Kobe Dagg, and Jamin Vaughn. And Wyatt will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. Good aggression there again by Wyatt.
Yes.
Randy?
Yeah, nice move to the basket there, drew the foul. Now have a chance to get some points at the free throw line.
7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining here in this third quarter as Wyatt steps at the free throw line. Right-handed shooter, misses the first one, bounced around and fell off. Hit to the right side of the rim. I thought it might drop in, but it rolled off to the left. Second one up coming for the sophomore is good. Cuts the lead to 5, 35-30 in favor of Herrin. Quick pass up to Nessler. He tosses it to Laquat. He's got a lane to the hoop, puts it up and in. Lewis flashed by him, but not enough to affect the shot. And the Herrin Tigers go back to the press. They lead 37-30. Quickly beaten by the Mules up to Brian Estes, who hits the short jumper from the right wing. Brandon Atterbury will bring it across for the Mules. For the Tigers. Now 37-32 leaders. 3 on the way from Nessler is good. Lewis didn't get out there quickly enough. He was with him, but gave him a step, and Nessler made him pay.
3 3-pointers by Nessler.
40-32. Pass nearly stolen away by Laquat, gathered by Lewis. His shot won't fall. Rebound, Estes, good work, and he's fouled. It'll be Mule basketball underneath on the foul on the rebound against Cameron Vaughn.
Well, you can see where the Mule size can really make a difference in there on the rebounding as they get some second chance efforts there.
Cameron says, what did I do? What did I do? Well, what you did was when you reached in, you kind of hit an arm, and that's the foul. 40-32, an 8-point lead for Herrin. Mules playing better than yesterday, but so far not good enough. And Coach McElravy saying, how come we're not getting shots out of that? It was on the rebound, I guess. Gilbert to toss in.
I guess they were saying he was fouled on the way down from the rebound.
Yeah, must have been. I don't know.
Instead of the way back up.
Gilbert tosses it to Lewis into the corner to Vaughn. Back across to Estes. Estes looking inside, now takes a step inside the 3-point line. I can say that 5 times fast. Outside to Estes, now to Vaughn. Vaughn goes to the left elbow. Good ball movement by the Mules. They find Estes for the open 14-footer, and he hits. Good for Brian Estes. Off to a good start this half.
And that's 11 points in the game for Brian.
Holloway back in the ball game in place of Vaughn following that foul. He sprints across the timeline off to Anthony. Back outside to Drew Ringel. Mules into man-to-man. Holloway drives down the left side of the lane and hits the runner from about 8. That's a tough shot.
It really was, and Holloway's got 8 points.
Wyatt Gilbert has a tough pass over to Vaughn. Vaughn throws it away. It's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Jamin Vaughn, and it will be, they're going to give it to Fairfield. It was last touch by Herrin. I thought they were going to go the other way. Now there's more help staying back with Wyatt and Jamin as Jaden Lewis stays back there. It's an 8-point lead again for the Tigers. Lewis with the ball on the left wing, drives to the elbow and fires from 14 and hits. Nice job, Jaden Lewis.
Yeah, he ball faked to one side and then took it aggressively in the lane and made the jumper.
Luke Laquat drives to the hoop, gets tangled up with Brian Estes, and a foul's going to be called on Brian. A little bit of aggression, a little chippy out there for both of them as Brian shoved Laquat off of him. Laquat took exception, then they shook hands, made up.
First foul on Brian Estes.
42-36 in favor of Herrin. With the ball is Nessler. Drops it down to Laquat. He fires it outside for Holloway. Holloway's going to drive down the lane again, puts it up and off this time. Rebound taken down by Lewis, and he's fouled by Laquat.
I think that's number 3 on Laquat. Let's see. Yes, it is.
Mules down by 6, trying to chip away. The lead has been as high as 8.
You know, Laquat is 6'4", so if he has to go to the bench, that could make a little difference.
And there's a kick. Yeah, that's exactly right. He's about the main size threat for the Herrin Tigers.
Right.
Mules have 2 players that tall on the floor.
They're leaving him in there for now, though.
Brian Estes and Jaden Lewis. Lewis listed at 6'4", Estes at 6'5". Estes has the ball in the corner for Fairfield. He's trapped over there, drives right baseline, and steps out of bounds. Drove right into traffic and had nowhere to go with it.
Mm-hmm. And that's turnover number 11 on the Mules.
5 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's 42-36. Brandon Anthony sprints across the line with the basketball. Into the left corner, well guarded by Vaughn. Outside he goes to Ringel. Back to Anthony. Anthony comes back out to the top of the key, leaves it for Holloway. He heads to the hoop. His shot blocked by Estes, and Brian's going to pick up his second.
Yeah, it was a tough one. He looked like he had the block there, but he must have got some body in on that too.
And to the free throw line is Hayden Holloway.
First trip to the charity stripe in the game for Holloway, but he does have 8 points from the field.
The first of 2 is good. And he will get another one. He was going to get it anyway. It's 43-36. Mules defense needs to pick it up. They don't typically give up this many points this early. Second one good as well, but you mentioned the shooting just lights out for Herrin in that first half. Drew Gilbert has it, and he loses the footing. The ball stolen away, and a foul is going to be called against. Now, is it going to be Jaden Lewis, or who's going to end up getting a foul? Jaden Lewis will get the foul. And with 4:46 to go, Scott McElravy wants a timeout. His team trailing by 8. It's 44-36. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and Northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Welcome back to the EHT. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson. 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Fairfield having some difficulty with that press, Randy, and it's showing.
Yeah,
the turnover counts.
Mules also need some defensive stops here.
Ball comes in to LaQuat. Outside, Ringel for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Jaden Lewis. There's a stop. Up ahead to Gilbert. To Brian Estes. He lets the rest of the team catch up. Fires it across. Vaughn open for 3. Didn't take it. And Lewis has it at the free throw line. A held ball. He kind of turned around with the ball down low. Brandon Anthony took advantage. It'll be Fairfield basketball on the alternating possession.
When you're a big guy, they teach you don't lower that ball down because the little guys will grab it, and that's exactly what happened.
And Brandon Anthony just ripped it away from Wyatt Gilbert. He heads down court, puts it up, no good. Woo. He's fouled by Wyatt Gilbert, and a nice dunk by LaQuat on the follow. It won't count, but it was the best dunk of the day.
Yeah, that was big time. He was well above the rim.
That was a nice one, the sophomore.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't count for anything, but Anthony will head to the line for a pair.
That even got a reaction from the NCOE.
The NCOE kids in front of us are hooting and hollering at that one. They like it.
Yeah.
First of 2 is good for Anthony. And he'll have a second one. It's a 9-point game now, 45-36. You get the feeling that Fairfield is staying with Herrin, but Herrin just keeps inching farther and farther away, Randy.
Yeah, Herrin keeps attacking the basket and creating turnovers as well.
Second free throw good. It's a 10-point game. Vaughn through the defense, gets it up to Kobe Dagg, who lays it up and in as they broke the press nicely that time. 46-38 in favor of the Tigers. 4:15 to go in this third quarter. Anthony works against Gilbert. Gets away with a walk at the elbow. Toss it downside for LaQuat. He spins, puts up a jumper good over Kobe Dagg. That's an acrobatic, athletic shot. 48-38 in favor of Herrin. Up a quick pass to Dagg. He drives to the hoop. Shot won't fall. Long rebound gathered by Anthony. Bodies all over the court. Anthony doesn't care. He heads down court. And he's going to be pushed on the way to the hoop. No shot. But the Mules have now caught up in fouls and passed Herrin.
I think that's on Gilbert. So that's his second. Let's see here.
3:48 to go in the third. It's 48-38, and Herrin can advance their lead on this offensive play. Holloway to toss in. Lobs it outside to Nessler into the left corner. It goes. Holloway has it. Heads to the hoop. Drops it back outside for Nessler. Quick passing to LaQuat in the corner. He fires it across. Anthony's open for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Jamin Vaughn. Here comes Fairfield. Trailing by 10, 48-38. 3.5 to go in the third. Back outside Lewis with it. To Vaughn for three. It's good.
Big shot there.
48-41 in favor of Herrin. Mules need every one of those they can get.
You know, that's the first bucket of the game for Vaughn.
3:15 to go here in the third. 48-41. Herrin with the basketball and the lead. Mules in the man-to-man. They're going to sub in here pretty shortly on the next whistle. Nessler fires a three, and he responds. Makes it a 51-48 game.
4 3-pointers for Nessler in the game.
You saw that last year, didn't you?
We sure did. He was all tournament last year.
Gilbert drives to the hole through traffic. Can't make the shot. Was trying to draw the foul. No whistle. Up ahead to Anthony. He lays it up. No good. A rebound, all Mules. Things getting pretty haggard right now. Heading to the hoop. Wyatt Gilbert's going to be fouled. Take your pick of Herrin Tigers. There are 3 or 4 of them hacking at him. Looks like it's going to go against Hayden Holloway.
Gilbert is 2 out of 4 from the line so far in the game, and he does not have a field goal.
The first free throw is good. Cuts that lead to 9. The Mules trying to stay with them, trying to stay in it. Kane Hicksonbaugh checks in along with Cody Cantrell and Derek Estes as Vaughn and Gilbert stay in for the Mules. Dag sits down, Lewis sits down, Brian Estes sits down. Second free throw on the way for Gilbert, and he'll sit down too as he hits the free throw, and Andrew Stewart checks in. So, 4 new players in for Fairfield with 2:38 to go here in the third quarter. See if their defensive efforts can maybe pick up with fresh legs. Ringel will bring it across the timeline. Met out on top by Vaughn. Gets a screen, heads to the left. Drops it back to Holloway. Into the corner now, Nessler. He brings it around, heads to the hoop, and he's fouled. He'll head to the free throw line for a pair.
Herrin just continues to attack the basket.
They are playing pretty good, pretty swell. Shooting the ball very nicely. As Bronson Nessler heads to the line for a pair. And the Tigers up by 8, make it 9. He hits the first of 2.
This is his first trip to the line, and as we mentioned, he's got 4 3-pointers in the game.
Second one on the way, good as well. You're listening to WVYN, Blueford, Wayne City, Mount Vernon, and Fairfield. Bruce Dickey here along with Randy Olson. Also, Brian Fuller back at the station. Also online at AreaSports.net. It's a 10-point game. Herrin by 10, 53-43, 2:10 to go in the third. Jamin Vaughn drives around the right side of the elbow. Shot won't fall, but the tip-up is good by Cody Cantrell. Cuts the lead to 8, 53-45. 3 on the way, a short rebound gathered by Cantrell. 53-45. Here come the Mules. They can cut it to 4 to 6 or 5 with a shot. Vaughn thinks about the 3. Drops it to Stewart. Stewart working against a trap now as Nessler helped out by Holloway. Around the left corner, Cantrell's open for 3, and he can't make it. Rebound tipped up and in, Derek Estes. Fresh legs helping out the Mules as a timeout now taken by Herrin. They lead by 6, 53-47. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute.
Compassion International presents Casting Crowns, the very next thing tour.
You're one step away from surrender, one step away from coming home.
With very special guests, I Am They.
From the day you saved my soul.
Casting Crowns.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center.
Join Casting Crowns for the Very Next Thing tour, performing songs from their latest album, The Very Next Thing, as well as all your favorite Casting Crowns hits.
Living, he loved me. Dying, he saved.
Casting Crowns, The Very Next Thing tour with I Am They. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center. Reserve seat tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com/EPC 800-745-3000 or the box office. Sponsored by Balda Dental.
Welcome back to the EHT. 1.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of this third Consolation quarterfinal. Fairfield trails Herrin by 6, 53-47. Colton Towle checks back into the game for the Herrin Tigers along with Drew Ringel. Bronson Nessler stays in. Jackson Yates checks in, and Luke Lacroix was wide open down low, calling for the pass. They didn't see him. For the Mules, it's Cody Cantrell along with Andrew Stewart, Kane Hicksonbaugh, Drew Estes, and Jamin Vaughn. Mules into it 1-3-1. Towle drops it down to Yates, who puts it up and in. They found the weak spot in that zone. Yates had a wide open lane to the hoop, and he puts it up and in. It's an 8-point lead for Herrin, 55-47. Jamin Vaughn at the left wing. Drops it down into the corner to Cantrell. Back around the horn it goes. Andrew Stewart, well defended. He drops it out across to Kane Hicksonbaugh. 1-3-1 here employed by the Herrin Tigers. Mules ought to be pretty familiar with that. They play about half the time. And they find the weak spot. Cody Cantrell cutting to the hoop. He's fouled before the shot. It'll be Fairfield ball underneath their own hoop.
Yeah, usually that guy there on the back on that short corner can find himself open, at open seam in the zone, and they did on that play.
Especially if you get the misdirection of the ball coming to the left side, and they found Cody open on the right. Cody to toss in, gets it in the corner. Hicksonbaugh for three, no good. Rebound comes down to Lacroix. 35 seconds to go in the quarter. An 8-point lead for Herrin, 55-47. With the ball out on top, Drew Ringel on the dribble. Drops it to Towle. Back around to Ringel into the corner. Three on the way from Nessler is good.
Oh, boy.
He is on fire. Everybody who watched the championship weekend has seen it before. All tournament last year. 58-47. It's an 11-point lead now for Herrin. Cantrell looks inside, now gets it across to Jamin Vaughn, who answers. Big shot for the Mules. They needed that. 3 seconds to go. Up with it. Ringel will fire from three. Won't fall. So, after 3 quarters of play, it's Herrin 58, Fairfield 50. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Fairfield Memorial Hospital is happy to announce the expansion of Horizon Healthcare to the community of Sisney. The office located on the Sisney Square opens in early 2018. It will offer a wide variety of health services by a dedicated staff who were carefully chosen for the care they are able to offer the citizens of Sisney and Northern Wayne County. Among the health providers who will be seeing patients in Sisney are medical doctor Marla Laficus and certified nurse practitioner Sherry Mavis. Keep listening for details on the opening of Horizon Healthcare's Sisney Clinic in the coming days.
Underwriting on the Vine is provided by the Sports Zone in Fairfield, offering individualized classes and instruction in baseball, softball, basketball, as well as speed and agility. Membership includes unlimited use of both indoor and outdoor facilities. The Sports Zone is located at 204 West Delaware Street in Fairfield. The phone number is 599-5432, and you can find them on Facebook at the Sports Zone.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. It will be Herrin basketball to start this 4th quarter. Cody Cantrell, Kane Hicksonbaugh, Derek Estes, along with Andrew Stewart and Jamin Vaughn for the Mules. Brandon Anthony, Bronson Nessler, Luke Lacroix, Jackson Yates, and Drew Ringel in for Herrin. They lead by 8 with the basketball.
Mules shot the ball actually a lot better that quarter. Bruce, they were 8 out of 15 from the field, including a couple of three-pointers.
Well, that was that 3-quarter at the late in the quarter by Jamin Vaughn was huge. Got him back into single digits. 58-50. Anthony heads to the hoop, gets away with the Euro step, and lays it up and in. Puts the Tigers back up by 10, and here pretty shortly, Nevco going to become a problem for the Mules as that scoreboard clock is going to keep running, and they just about turned it over. They do turn it over. It's 2-on-1. Anthony ahead to Ringel. He puts it up and in. An inaccurate pass turns it over for the Mules. They trail by 12 now, 62-50. Quick pass inside from Hicksonbaugh to Derek Estes, and he lays it in. That was taking advantage of speed and height. Anthony with it. And pretty soon you got to figure Herrin's going to start burning clock, aren't they, Randy?
Yeah, and they've got the ball handlers to do it too, Bruce. They really do.
With the basketball outside for the Tigers is Brandon Anthony. Picks up his dribble in a tough spot, loses it, has it tipped out of bounds by Jamin Vaughn. And it will remain Herrin basketball as Mules will sub in. Brian Estes back in along with Jaden Lewis and Wyatt Gilbert. Vaughn sits down, as does Cody Cantrell and Kane Hicksonbaugh. 10-point lead for Herrin, 62-50 52. 6:45 to go in the game. Is there enough time for a miracle? Maybe not a miracle, but is there enough time for a comeback? Drew Ringel works against Brian Estes. Has it tipped away, gets it back, fires it across to Brandon Anthony. He drives, knocks it off Estes' foot, picked up by Gilbert. There's a turnover and a pass up ahead to Estes. A foul will be committed. I think LaQuat's going to get that one. Check that, Nestler.
Fourth foul on Nestler. That could be big.
That's the best defense against him so far. As he's been hitting those threes. He'll head off to the bench. And the Mules looking at a 10-point deficit with 6:25 to go. The big three-point shooter on the bench. Into Jaden Lewis for three. No good. Rebound. Wyatt Gilbert, he puts it up and in. 62-54.
First bucket of the game for Gilbert.
Holloway with it for the Tigers. Tosses back to Brandon Anthony. Now to Holloway. Mules in man-to-man, but the Tigers are going to take their time attacking it. I don't know if you're Herrin. I'm not sure this is the best idea for a Sailor Shirts team, Randy. They were doing very well with their aggressive drives to the hoop.
Yeah, they were. Sometimes you get out of rhythm when you try to do something different too early.
Holloway drops it into LaQuat. His shot blocked by Estes. And LaQuat will head to the free throw line for either the 1-and-1 or for two shots, I guess two.
You know, and with Nestler on the bench, not only do you lose that great three-point shooter that the Tigers have, but you also lose another ball handler because he's a big-time ball handler for the Tigers as well.
First of two for LaQuat, short off the front iron. Barely hit much. Second one upcoming for the sophomore. Impressive sophomore. He's wiry. Misses them both. Rebound Derek Estes for the Mules. They trail by 8. 62-54. 5:45 to go. Lewis with it. Into the corner to Brian Estes. Now he's trapped. Drives it through it and throws it away. Stolen by Holloway. Holloway brings it across. Fires a three off the, didn't hit a thing. Rebound Andrew Stewart. Here come the Mules. Trailing by 8. No harm, no foul on those on that turnover and air ball. And there's another turnover as Gilbert's pass down low to Estes is stolen away.
That's number 15 on the Mules.
Jackson Yates with a couple of nice steals tonight or this morning for the Herrin Tigers. Brandon Anthony brings it across. Herrin leads by 8. Drops it down for Yates. He puts it up, no good. Rebound to Fairfield. Derek Estes. Teams trading possessions, but the Mules need to get some points. Trail by 8 with 5 minutes to go. 62-54, and there's a steal by Ringel. Heads down court, puts it up. Actually dropped it behind his back for a pass, and Wyatt Gilbert's going to foul him. It'll send Ringel to the line for 1-and-1.
You know, there's plenty of time left in the game, Bruce, and the Mules have had a couple of stops here, but they just have not been able to score the last couple trips down the floor. We've had 3 turnovers in a row now.
Coach McElravy giving one of the officials all he wants to give him an earful about the steal, and I don't blame him. It looked like a reach, and now the officials are going to talk things over. He was very disturbed on that last steal out in between the circles.
He's got the scowl going on.
He does have a technical foul. They got him. They teed him up. I never saw him.
Did they really?
Yeah, I never saw him tee him up, but they teed up Coach McElravy.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
You know how often Coach McElravy gets a technical foul? Less often than blue moons.
And now he's working the official again to try to get an explanation and make his point.
I never saw. I was watching Rocky Hull down here with the. I was watching Rocky Hull down here with Coach McElravy, and I never saw him give the T signal, but then I saw Coach McElravy getting his ear a lot stronger. First of 2 free throws, no good for Drew Ringel for the technical, or is that the 1-and-1? I thought that you usually. Okay, now that was the front end of the 1-and-1, so he missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Now he gets 2 technical shots. Hits the first. Well, the bad deal is, though, the Mules are going to lose the possession here, too.
Right.
Following this technical foul.
Herrin's going to have it.
He hit the 2 tees, bumps it to a 10-point game, and it'll be Herrin basketball. I said it earlier that you don't mess with Mr. Hull.
That's right. You gave the warning.
I was giving it to the players. I wasn't giving it to the coach. I guess I should have. Herrin has the basketball, leading by 10. 4:40 to go. 64-54. And I don't know what Coach McAravey said, but I don't even know if he knows the magic words. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Kobe Dagg. Some of us use the magic words a lot more than Coach McAravey does. Let's put it that way.
And it could be just one of those things where he had complained about the reaching more than once, and finally Rocky had heard it enough and decided to tee him up.
Anthony with it out between the circles, guarded by Gilbert. The Mules are trapping now. Have to get some turnovers, and there's one. Double dribble as Drew Ringel dribbled it off his leg. Rocky Holt very adamant about what Mr. Ringel did. Mr. Ringel didn't say a word, and I don't think he agreed.
You know, that's only 8 turnovers on Herrin compared to 15 for the Mules.
Across with it, Wyatt Gilbert fouled out on top by Ringel. Coming across the half line, Ringel bodied up to him a little bit, and Wyatt's going to get to the free throw line for 1-1. That's a boost.
Second foul on Ringel, and, maybe the conversation that Coach Mack had with the official has prompted them to call that reaching a little tighter.
Look a little tighter out there in between the circles. You're right. 10-point game. First of the 1-1 is off the back iron. Oh, doggone it. Rebound comes down to Drew Ringel for Herrin. He sprints up court. Met at the half line, met at the top of the key by Brian Estes. Outside to Anthony. Into the corner now. It goes to LaQuat. Nestler back in the ballgame with his 4 fouls. 4 minutes to go in the game and a 10-point lead for Herrin. Anthony drives around to the left block. Shot won't fall, but a foul is called against Fairfield, and Brandon Anthony will head to the line for a pair.
Anthony's a pretty good athlete and very acrobatic as well, as he finds a way to wiggle his way into the hole.
He gets to the free throw line for 2. Kobe Dagg picked up his first foul. First one is good for the sophomore.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we got to remind ourselves he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, he's tough.
He's a tough sophomore.
Yeah. Herrin's got bright days in front of him. They lead by 11, 65-54. Second one, good as well. 12-point lead for the Tigers. Mules need hit some shots. Down by 12 with under 4 to go. Stewart with it out on top. Drops it down into the right corner to Gilbert. He's trapped. Drives toward the hoop. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. And Wyatt will head to the free throw line for 2 shots. I think they're giving him 2 on that, aren't they?
They should. Yes, giving him 2. He's 4 out of 7 from the line, Bruce.
First is good. He will get a second one, and the official stops the play so that he can listen to Scott McAravey a little bit more. That's nice. A timeout on the court taken by Fairfield. Wyatt hit them both. It's 66-56, 3:40 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at Consolation Pieces. You can spend hours in the Man Cave, downtown Fairfield. Gene Kolak invites you to visit the Man Cave, a unique store with so much more. We appreciate his support.
Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Third quarter final here between the Herrin Tigers and the Fairfield Mules. Herrin with the upper hand so far. They lead by 10, 66-56, and Mules call timeout. See if they can't dial up the defensive pressure and get a magic, hit the magic button to get to overcome this 10-point deficit. They will go full court press. Herrin beats it. Ringel brings it across on 3-on-2. Drops it down to Jackson Yates. He barely gathers, throws it into the corner to LaQuat. And now Herrin wants to burn clock. Outside with it The Mules will fall back into the 1-on-1 or man-to-man following the trap. Ringel works against Vaughn, gets it away to Anthony before the 5 count. Brandon Anthony now working against Jamin Vaughn. Vaughn all over him. Gives him a push, and that's a foul. It was good, close, hard defense, but he just got a little handsy, Randy.
Yeah, that's right. Mules definitely need some stops, need some steals, but instead we're going to see Mr. Anthony go back to the line where he is 4 out of 5.
Herrin has shot well from the free throw line as well as the field today, and the first of 2 good for young Brandon Anthony. They are in the super bonus now. Mules still a foul away from super bonus. Trailing by 11, 67-56, 68-56. He hit them both. 3:13 to go. Is there enough time? Long pass ahead to Jamin Vaughn around the horn. Stewart with it. Plays catch with Lewis. Back across. Fake 3 from Gilbert. Drives right side. He's fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. Wyatt Gilbert for 1 and 1.
Well, one of these teams is going to go home. They're going to be done with the tournament, and one team will come back and play tonight at 10 o'clock.
Playing tonight at 10 against the winner of NCOE and Vienna.
Well, that'll be an interesting matchup.
That should be an interesting matchup. You remember, if you're watching this on AreaSports.net, you need to clear your browser and refresh it between each game.
Mm-hmm.
As the second free throw is missed. Well, the first free throw, the 1-and-1, is missed, and the rebound goes to Herrin, leading by 12. 2:50 to go in the ball game. Under 3 minutes, Mules need some steals. May not be enough time for that. With it outside is Drew Ringel, picked up by Gilbert.
They've also brought Nestler back out there, too, to help with the ball handling.
He's a tough player. All tournament last year, Anthony drops it into the corner to Nestler. Now back out to Yates. He gets away with a shuffle in his feet a little bit, a little nervous shuffling. Drives the right baseline and throws it out to Anthony. Anthony with the catch. Tough catch. And the Tigers have burned off about 45 seconds this possession. The Mules not fouling, and a illegal screen by Luke Lacroix will give Fairfield a break and get the basketball.
That is 4 on Lacroix. Actually, that's 5. He's out of the game. Lacroix has just fouled out.
I don't think he realizes it.
No. Yeah, Herrin had no interest in shooting at all that possession. They were just trying to burn clock, and you're right, they burned off about 45 seconds, but now the Mules have it back with 2:07 to play.
Vaughn and Gilbert, along with Stewart, Lewis, and Brian Estes. Got to get the three-point shooters in the game. 2:05 to go. 68-56 in favor of Herrin. Estes with it in the corner. Outside it goes to Stewart for 3, and it's good. Cuts it to 9. And timeout is taken by Fairfield with 1:55 to go. Trailing 68-59. We'll take one as well. Back in 30.
Hello, Fox fans. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Alan Tiffer-Tiller. I am the owner of Tiffer-Tiller Motors. We are a full-line Chevrolet Buick franchise dealer in McLeansboro. We stock a large inventory of new Chevrolet and Buick cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs, as well as a large variety of pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models. We have an excellent service and parts department that can handle any service problem. We are committed to your satisfaction.
Welcome back to the EHT. Minute 55 to go. The Mules down 9. They needed that three-pointer from Andrew Stewart. He's come in and hit a couple of them today, hasn't he, Randy?
Yes, he has. He has 2 3-pointers.
Ball comes into Brandon Anthony. He beats the press, heads across, tosses it ahead to Yates. He drives to the hoop, now backs out. Smart play for the Tigers. The clock makes more sense to them than the points, as the foul is called out on top against Brian Estes. Brandon Anthony will head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Yeah, he's made 4 in a row here in the fourth quarter. So, if you're Coach Sailor Shirts, you want to keep the ball in the hands of Anthony as much as you can because you know he's a good free throw shooter.
First of 2 is good. Bumps it back to a 10-point game, and Kobe Dagg will check in. Luca Bordabasana came in on the last break. Also, Kane Hicksonbaugh, he'll check in for Luca.
You know, Sailor Shirt's first-year head coach for the Herrin Tigers. I think he's done a great job so far.
This will be his third win, but he has been so close in a lot of games. You're absolutely right, Randy.
Tough competition that they've played.
He hits 2 shots. It's an 11-point lead, 70-59. Minute 35 to go. Near a turnover as Ringo got his hands on a pass, and Lewis has to head back into backcourt to get it. On the drive, Vaughn over to the corner. Hicksonbaugh hits for 3. That cuts it to 8, 70-62. Mules need some turnovers, but there's still a little bit of a flicker of light. And now timeout taken by Sailor Shirts with 1:19 to go and a 70-62 lead. We'll take a timeout as well with 1:19 to go in the game. Herrin by 8, 70-62. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back to the Eldorado Holiday Tournament. Is there enough time for the Mules to run a miracle? They're down by 8 points with just over a minute to play. They've hit a couple of threes here late.
Well, it is a 3-possession game. The Mules do have a lot of three-point shooters out there on the floor right now and need to continue to get stops. And
if you're the Herrin Tigers, you got to feel there's always a possibility for a miracle because that's what beat them yesterday.
That's exactly what happened.
Ball comes in near steal. Mules triple team, and that gets it back to Nestler. He goes across with 3-on-2. Back out to Brandon Anthony. 1:12 to go in the game. Now a foul out on top will send Drew Ringel to the free throw line. Jamin Vaughn got him.
Well, probably a better situation sending Ringel to the line instead of Anthony because Anthony had made 6 in a row here in the fourth quarter. Drew Ringel has only been to the free throw line 3 times in the game, and he is 2 out of 3.
Minute 9 to go here in the ball game after this foul. 2 shots for Drew. He hits the first. The foul was against Jamin Vaughn, his 4th. Both teams in the super bonus from here on out. And that makes it a 9-point game. This is a big one to make it a 4-possession one. He does. 72-62, 1:09 to go. Quickly across with it is Wyatt Gilbert. He heads to the hoop and he's fouled. Brandon Anthony picks it up and Coach Sailor Shirt says, why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, that'll drive a coach nuts.
So to the line for 2 shots is Wyatt Gilbert. Herrin leads Fairfield 72-62. Fairfield has been in the game the whole way, just haven't been able to get over the hump.
You know, and I have to feel that if the Mules would have had this kind of effort, this kind of intensity yesterday against West Frankfort, that they wouldn't be playing in this game right now. They'd be on the other side of the bracket.
That's exactly right. First free throw is good for Wyatt. Second one short. Rebound comes down to Nestler. And he's picked up in backcourt. Mules not yet fouling, or not fouling. There's a foul. Wyatt Gilbert fouls Brandon Anthony. And like you said, Randy, Brandon doing okay at the free throw line, isn't he?
He's doing real good at the free throw line. He's 6 out of 6 just in this quarter.
And he's there again for 2 more. 72-63. It's a 9-point game. Make it still 9.
Oh, we jinxed him, didn't we?
You get the old announcer jinx.
Yeah.
Nice job.
It still works.
It still works. Can you go back to the other 6 before that and do it again?
Hey, missed them both.
Hey, missed them both. All right, second one no good. It's a 9-point game. Mules need some threes. They still have a chance. 50 seconds to go. Vaughn brings it across. Looks to Hicksonbaugh in the corner. Back to Vaughn. They look down low for Dag. Oh, it's knocked away. Bringing it back will be Drew Ringel. Wyatt Gilbert trying to foul him, trying to get around him, get a steal. Now to Anthony. Looks like the Mules are not going to foul. Oh, no, there it is right after I said. I don't know why he didn't want to foul Ringel, but I guess since Anthony missed those last 2, you foul the sophomore.
Well, yeah, maybe so. Maybe he's starting to tighten up a little bit.
34 seconds to go in the game. It's 9 points. 72-63, and Wyatt Gilbert will foul out. Cody Cantrell checks in. We'll have the next game after this one will be NCOE versus Vienna. Do stick around on AreaSports.net for that.
Gilbert fouls out with 9 points, 7 of them coming from the free throw line.
Well, the jinx went away. He hit them both. Brandon Anthony with both free throws. Good. It's 74-63. Do stick around after the game. We'll have a post-game show with stats and all kinds of stuff. Jamin Vaughn drives toward the hoop. The runner won't fall. Rebound tipped up. Grabbed by Ringel, and the Mules will call off the Dogs with 19 seconds to go. Fairfield will be eliminated from the Eldorado Holiday Tournament in 2 games. The 4 seed, I looked at that seeding yesterday and thought there's a trap game all over it, and the Mules are going to lose to 2 river-to-river teams.
Yes, they are.
There's your final buzzer, your final score. It is Herrin advancing, knocks out Fairfield by a score of 74-63. We'll be back with stats and wrap things up in 2 minutes.
Compassion International presents Casting Crowns, the very next thing tour.
You're one step away from surrender, one step away from coming home.
With very special guests, I Am They.
From the day you saved my soul.
Casting Crowns.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center.
Join Casting Crowns for the Very Next Thing tour, performing songs from their latest album, The Very Next Thing, as well as all your favorite Casting Crowns hits. Casting Crowns, The Very Next Thing tour with I Am They. It's an evening you won't want to miss.
Saturday, March 17th, Effingham Performance Center. Reserve seat tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com/EPC 800-745-3000 or the box office. Sponsored by Balda Dental.
The old saying goes, nothing beats free. People's National Bank agrees. Free checking is just that, free. You get free paper statements. Your first box of checks are free. Unlimited check writing plus free access to over 25,000 ATMs nationwide with the MoneyPass network. If you like free, and we think you do, stop by People's National Bank today and open your free checking with only $100. People's National Bank, serving Southern Illinois farmers and businesses since 1909. Member FDIC.
Wibbles Repair LLC is an authorized steel dealer. Whether you need a chainsaw, weed trimmer, or parts and service, your one-stop destination for all things steel is Wibbles Repair LLC. You can call us at 618-648-2227 or check us out on the web at wibblesrepair.com. Wibbles Repair LLC is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Good luck to you. Oopsie. Welcome back to the EHT. Talking to the announcers for Edwards County. They'll play this afternoon at 4:30 against Hamilton County, or 4:45, pardon me. And the Herrin Tigers will play the winner of NCOE and Vienna at 10 o'clock tonight. What do you have in the book there, Randy?
Well, I think the glaring statistic that stands out to me that Mule fans will take a look at, and Coach McElray will take a look at, is the fact that the Mules still struggled with the turnovers. They had 18 turnovers in the game by my count. Otherwise, there were times that they played very good basketball today. They certainly played much better effort, more aggressive than what they were yesterday. But, again, a very good Herrin Tigers team that beats them here by a score of 74-63. For the Herrin Tigers, they had 3 guys in double figures. The young sophomore, Brandon Anthony, had 17 points. Bronson Nestler with 17 points, including 5 3-pointers. Drew Ringel had 15 points. Luke Lacroix with 8 points. Hayden Holloway with 8 points. And Jackson Yates with 5 points for their total of 74. For the Fairfield Mules, nobody in double figures for the Mules.
Are you kidding?
Nobody.
With 63 points?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wyatt Gilbert with 9 points. Jaden Lewis with 9 points.
Most of those from the free throw line for Wyatt.
Yeah, they were. 7 of the 9 were from the free throw line. Kane Hicksonball with 7. Andrew Stewart with 6. Cody Cantrell with 2. Jamin Vaughn with 6. Derek Estes with 4. I'm sorry, we did have one in double figures. Brian Estes had 11 points, and Jaden Lewis with 7. So, yeah, one player in double figures. The Mules put a total of 9 guys in the scoring column, but only one in double figures. And they lose the game here 74-63 and bow out of the Eldorado Holiday Tournament.
So a tough tournament for Fairfield. They fall to 7-6 on the regular season. They will next be in action, the 5th against Red Hill, or the 6th against
Yeah, we've got
Red Hill?
the schedule posted that you can take a look at on the Fairfield Mules basketball tab on AreaSports.net. You can see the Mules schedule the rest of the way there.
And we'll be back with 90.9 The Vine for that game. Again, coming up here on AreaSports.net, we'll have the rest of the tournament, basically, and the next game will be NCOE and Vienna. We do urge you to stick around for that one, because talk about two different clashing styles of basketball. Vienna, a little bit lower scoring team, and NCOE would love to score 1,000.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game, and the winner of that one will get Herrin and that 10 o'clock midnight, late night special tonight.
So thanks very much to all of our sponsors and all you fans for listening on 90.9. And again, reminder, if you're on AreaSports.net, you do need to refresh your browser and reload in between each game. So do thank all you sponsors for being here. Nice job back at the station. Brian Fuller doing a great job on 90.9 The Vine. And that's it for us from the HT. So long from Eldorado.